Hey everybody, I'm back. Had to take a little break there for a second. But continuing where I left off, because like I said, these are mostly my sleeve and jewel cases with individual movies and sometimes variety stuff. But right here we have, the next one we have The Real Face of Jesus, as well as American Idol 2010 finale. The reason I have these two together, well, one, last year, my Bible study group that I was in did a study on Jesus, study on the real face of Jesus, or something like that. And my pastor had ordered the DVD from History Channel, and I found it online somewhere, downloaded it and showed it to my mom, and we just decided to add it to our collection. And then as well, she wanted me to get the American Idol finale because of course she likes American Idol, and it was also Simon Cowell's last one and has Janet Jackson in it, so that's a good collector's edition. Here we have, this is kind of unique, this is Louis Gigolo or something like Gigolo, and it's a kind of a document, it's kind of like a concert documentary or something. I'm not really sure. I'm sorry about the light, but I have to let my cat out of the garage for a second. But this is something I saw in another Bible study group I was in, and it's really, really good. It's really unique. It's very interesting, very intriguing. I definitely suggest if you can find this somewhere, definitely check it out. It's on DVD, but I think you can also find it by Googling it and downloading it. It's really, really good. So check that out. Then we have The Bounty Hunter, which is a very funny movie. The Bounty Hunter. Excuse me. It's very good. Then we have Up, the Disney Pixar film, which everybody says is a very good one, and I have to agree it is. Right here we have, the movie's not damaged, just a case. Here we have Kickboxer from 1989. Then we start getting into some of the, like I said, some of the variety stuff a little bit. Like right here, this is a variety DVD that I gave my mom a long time ago. This is basically, what I did is I kind of gave her an introduction and a tour of my store when I worked at Fufules. And then we have Remembering a Brother, Ricky Nelson, We Are the World, Hands Across America music videos. It's just a documentary I found. And some other stuff. I also got some stuff from a DVD, a tape she had a long time ago. So, just full of stuff she liked. Then here we have we have a variety of movies like John Lennon, Timeless Portrait, Beatles from the beginning to the end, Across the Universe, and The Astronaut Farmer, all on this DVD. Then we get back into some of the individual ones, which were copied and stuff from DVD Fab. Like here we have Motherhood. I think this one it is Motherhood, I believe. Then here we have Crooklyn. This is Crooklyn right here. I don't know how that got in there. Where the Wild Things Are, which is adapted from the children's book, which we all grew up on, the Where the Wild Things Are. Old Dogs, which has Tim Allen and John Travolta. Then right here we have Tooth Fairy. And as we go over here, we have I Can Do Bad All By Myself by Tyler Perry. This here is a Christmas DVD I gave my mom. It has Julia and Julia as well as The Blind Side. Here we have Bloodsport. Oh, and before I forget, in case you wonder why I have Blind Side on here, I actually downloaded this from somebody that had got the screener or something like that. So this is before the other one I showed you in the previous video. Now getting back to this is Bloodsport right here. Then here we have Cheers, the final season, the final episodes as well. This was DVD fabbed, if you will, from the final disc in the in the series. Then here we have things that my mom asked me to record for her, because these are stuff that she likes. Like right here we have Oprah, the John F. Kennedy Jr. interview. Excuse me. Here we have Oprah, the Marie Osmond interview. And then right here we have the San Francisco Giants 2010 World Series Victory Parade. Prince of Egypt. This was actually recorded off of my VHS tape that I own. I bought the VHS on that. Right here we have When the Lights Go Out. And then right here we have Oprah, The Sound of Music, Yellowstone, and Katherine Jackson interviews and programs. And that's basically that right there from in there, if you will. That's what these are from in there. Now, getting over here, we're going to get to some of mine. Personally mine, anyway. This is a DVD with Raw, Monday Night Raw, and TNA Impact, as well as the 2009 WWE Draft. These are mostly all my wrestling ones, so that's why I'm just going to probably put them down so you can just see what the titles are and when the dates were. And to let you know, I've been recording these since about 2003 onto DVD, since about 2003. And the reason I record them is because it allows you to kind of keep some memories, like, you know, you could see things and stuff that you didn't think you'd see anywhere else anymore, or you probably don't see anywhere else anymore. But, you know, I just decided to start doing this because I figured, you know, this may never come around again, and, you know, let's say if someday they do decide, hey, we're going to cancel SmackDown, Raw, ECW, and TNA, and that's it. You know, at least you'll have your memories. But yeah, I got a lot of these suckers. And you know, I look on YouTube and Daily Motion, and I realize I'm not the only one that does this. Now these here upcoming are called Marathon Video Journal for Men. They didn't actually come like this. They actually came in regular DVD cases, but I used those DVD cases for other movies and stuff. And these were given to me by a friend at church. I guess maybe because she figured I needed them. And they're very good. They're very good DVDs. You definitely should check them out. I think you can find them online. And there are 13, I think there's 13 volumes to these. I don't know what the other volumes are, but These are what I have right now. I think my cousin, when he was living with us, may have taken a few of them. That's cool. Now this here is my Marvel disc. I did this in about 2004, I believe. This has some X-Men, Iron Man, Spider-Man, and believe it or not, it even has a Scooby-Doo episode or two. Then here we have Gumby, the very best of the new adventures of Gumby. This is actually, believe it or not, based on the the 80s version of Gumby, the little bit more unusual one. Then we have some variety discs that I've not marked or anything. And this is actually kind of special to me because this is my very first recorded DVD ever. This is when I first got a DVD recorder back in 2003. As a matter of fact, you can see the date right there. It says July 8th, 2003. And this is when I owned an Apex DVD recorder. So that's why I have this still. It's my very first one. This one here is, believe it or not, this is a wrestling DVD. This is Rodman Down Under. This is the IGW Superstars Wrestling. It was a pay-per-view that came on. It was one of those like pay-per-views that would come on every now and then. Kind of like what you see with Dragon Gate nowadays, and sometimes Ring of Honor. Then here we have Rocko's Modern Life. Right here, Rocko's Modern Life. So I can't remember who sent me this, but I was looking for an episode, and the person I communicated with said they had it, but I had to get a disc with other episodes, which was okay. But the episode is basically where Rocko's best friend, I can't think of his name right now, has to go to the dentist. But at the beginning, you see Rocko brushing his teeth, and suddenly he uses the brush to put like the toothpaste all over his face, and he changes it, and he kind of changes his face into these different things, like a monster or a telephone, and even into his best friend. So it's kind of cool. Then here we have the Fiesta Bowl and the Sugar Bowl from I think 2000. I gotta look at the year here. 2004. This is actually 2004. Let me pull it out for a second. This is Kansas State, Ohio State, and Oklahoma and LSU. That's from 2004. And again, just like with the marathon DVDs, I had to use the case for movies. Then again, we're into my wrestling one. This is when I started to just dedicate, you know, a certain one DVD to each wrestling program. Like this was dedicated to TNA Impact or TNA Wrestling right here. So, but then I just decided, fuck it, you know, I'm just gonna put them all in on one DVD. Especially now that I got a Sony, and that allows me to do almost like 14 hours worth. Then here we have, I think this one has the 15th anniversary of Raw on it. And then here we have some of my first wrestling DVDs that I've recorded. And here's my second recorded DVD I've ever recorded with. Second one, it's got a little bit more on it. It's got some wrestling and some cartoons. My first wrestling DVD I've ever recorded, Volume 1, right there. And then another variety DVD that I've yet to mark or anything, so I gotta look into that. So that's that right there. And then the rest right here I'll get to when I come back.